Welcome to Marvel Champions Podcast. It's a podcast about Marvel Champions, the card game. I'm your host, Scott, and with me as always, my co-host, Ryan.
Hello. I am excited because it's award time.
That's right. We're just handing them out left and right. It's awards for days.
That's right. It's been a good one. We've got more responses than we ever have, and some of the races are a little interesting for the Teen Choice Awards for this one.
Yeah, a lot of close battles, a lot more close in some of the categories. There were some clear front runners in a lot of them. But I think overall, 2025 was a great year for Marvel Champions, and I'm excited about this episode. We usually have a lot of fun when we get to break down our thoughts as well as the community's thoughts about the year in recap.
And just remember that our awards are final and absolutely correct. So there is no arguing. We are right.
That's right. Now, due to budget constraints, I was not able to get my tuxedo, Ryan, and yours is in the mail, but I think there was some delays, so it didn't get there.
Here it comes. We'll probably bring that up later on in this episode.
Probably on one of the topics. So, but I say we just jump right in. We have a lot to talk about. We got a full slate of heroes, scenario pack, second box. It's been a big full packed year, Ryan. So let's jump right on in.
We should mention though, due to delays of Synthoid SmackDown, they are not included in this, so there will be no She-Hulk or Vision discussions here.
Yep, you'll just have to wait for our review episodes on how those turned out.
Yeah, in like a couple months, who knows?
Yeah, who knows when we'll get to it.
Good times.
All right, let's start off with some heroes, Ryan.
All right.
Two of our biggest categories, and we're not holding it till the end. We have a special award at the center of our hearts, and we'll wait till the end for that one. Let's start off with some heroes. We've got two awards up. We've got our favorite new hero, and our categories are pretty nebulous. We don't say who's the best or this or that. Just who's your new favorite? Did you have fun playing them? Did they kind of stand out of some of the other ones? Are they just really good? No.
Yeah, it's up to you to decide what's favorite.
Right, it's up to you. And then the least favorite. So, not that they're bad, per se, but they may just not be your favorite.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about the viewers. It's a little different on both of these, so.
Yeah, all right, let's kick off. Why don't you start with favorite hero, and then I'll start off with the least favorite hero for the second award. We'll go from there.
Yeah. So after much deliberation and consideration, I have decided that my favorite new hero of 2025 is Nick Fury.
I knew it. I knew you were going to go him.
Well, he wasn't my favorite for majority of the year, and then I just started picking him up more, and I'm like, he's got stuff he can do in all the aspects, and the things that he does is fun, and I love thwarting, and I think he manipulates thwarting really well, and I've just been having a lot of fun just deck building with him. So Nick Fury is my most favorite hero.
Okay. I came down to two, and no, there's a clear winner. I gotta build it up so I can tear it down. So historically, I have been a big poo-pooer on minion-based heroes. And my top two both really thrive on minion control, minions to do things. So it was Winter Soldier and Tigra, but clear winner for me this year was Tigra.
El Tigre herself.
El Tigre. I feel like she could just do a little more, and she kind of played a little bit more on like getting the minions and doing some fun things, that little bit of risk reward behind her. And who doesn't like to draw a ton of cards?
No, she does have good card draw.
And with how she discounts a lot of her stuff, it makes her play really fun. It makes her play, as maybe how I am as a hero, but she plays really easy because you can just do a whole bunch. He makes her fun to play, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people agree with you on that. But let's ask the people. People, Who was your favorite hero to play? It was a close
So
one.
we surveyed, and there was almost a 3-way tie.
It was very close.
Yep. The 3 nominees for the community were Hulkling, Winter Soldier, and Tigra. And through some final last-minute votes, drumroll please, Ryan, the community's favorite new hero for 2025 was Bucky himself, the Winter Soldier.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. I personally, I don't agree, but I'm not the people. I think he does do a good job as an overall hero. I think he's a very solid hero.
When it came to mine, to me, he plays just a slight bit clunkier than Tigra, and that's what pushed Tigra up for me. He just seems like paying for some of his stuff just didn't seem as easy as playing for stuff with Tigra, so what eked it out for me.
Yeah, his, as they say in the gaming world, his economy is different than hers.
He does have his arm, which is nice, but I just feel like she has just the upper hand in that one. Upper claw. Now, we do have a dishonorable mention to mention, Ryan. This one came to a little bit of a surprise to me, just because we had a good amount of votes, but Maria Hill had 0 votes. So,
no one thought she was the best.
She is crying alone with a pint of Haagen-Dazs up in the helicarrier tonight.
Yeah. There's something else I want to bring up, but I don't want to bring it up yet until we talk about least favorite. So,
all right. So, why don't you roll right into least favorite?
Let's do it. Least favorite hero. This was not a real tough one for me. The hero that I haven't gone back to really is Silk. She's my least favorite. I have not been too impressed. I love the idea behind it, but it just didn't work out for me.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go with the community's favorite, but then I remembered you kind of like that hero. And I'm in agreement with you, Ryan. Silk just did not do it for me. That one was one I can just, put in the box and not worry about. So, sorry, Silk. Your reporting did not do it for me.
Someone's got to be the last. Yeah.
Concept was
cool,
but not there.
Yeah. But the people did not agree with either of us. That's right, everyone. The community decided that the least favorite hero was overwhelmingly Falcon.
Yes. He will have many shifts at the soup kitchen this off-season.
Now, second place was Silk in that category, but almost half was Falcon, which is incredible. And my theory, so let me bring up the previous thing I was going to mention. So Falcon was actually like the fifth favorite hero on the survey. But I think the reason why people don't like Falcon, or at least some reason, is I think the expectation was more for Falcon. I think people wanted Falcon to be good, and I don't think they think he's very well or very good. And so Silk, I think, had that lower expectation.
I would agree with you. And I think maybe like the whole tucking thing kind of played into her kind of mystery at first. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is something new, hot and fresh. Yeah, but not so much.
Not everything that's hot and fresh is good.
Nope, it does not pop out the oven.
Good times. Alrighty. Well, Scott, why don't we change things up from an award that we just talked about that's on our survey to maybe an award that was not on our survey.
That's right. There are a few awards that we just take, credit in giving out. A Chumpie is deserved from time to time from some random categories. So this one has been a long-standing award that we give out every year. And it is the Game is Dead Award.
Yeah, because
this
we all
Chumpie
know
goes to, the topic that just reinforces the game is dead.
Yeah, sad day. So, shall we do the nominees?
Let's run through the nominees.
Okay. So the first one is the announcement or the general conversation around environments.
They're never going to come, Ryan. They're never going to come. It's been almost a year and nothing about the environment.
No. Of course, the next one is there's no Fantastic Four yet.
The game's dead.
It's dead.
For sure we were getting a Fantastic Four wave. Just knew it.
I know. I had put a lot of money on it. I lost a lot of money. I'm dead.
All right. This one was kind of a thief in the night, Ryan. 5G just kind of goes in and turns everything to out of print on the website. Therefore, the game is dead.
It's dead. Everything's dead.
That's right.
That
Everything out of
truly
print.
is.
You can't get anything. Sorry, folks.
I mean, in reality, if you can't buy something, that is kind of gonna dead.
Yeah, game's dead.
I mean, it's all dead.
And to tag along with that one, it was just kind of the like odd FFG communication of like, you'll hear more about things later, or the in-flight report is going to answer all your questions, not make more questions, which it definitely didn't. So therefore, the game is dead.
Game is dead.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready for this? I know which one it is.
All right. Go for it. I'm going to copy
For
you.
me, the Game of Dead award goes to changing everything to out of print without telling anybody.
That was mine. Like, you could have totally handled that totally different and just created some random generic thing that just says, everybody, we're updating the website to reflect things that we know are out of print because they're so old. We just want to make sure that you have the most recent available information from our website and more to come about environments. But it just wasn't there, man. It was more like reactive than proactive.
Yeah. Well, you gotta admit that they're at least keeping people on their toes.
That's right.
You know, what's probably what happened is they were like, all right, we're going to send this announcement out at this time. And then some IT person was like, nah, let's just do it.
No, what happened is you had like an intern was like, hey, I know you can't get that anymore. Why don't we have that out of print? I'm going to take initiative and turn all these to out of print.
It's the overzealous employee.
The overzealous intern.
There it is. All right. Well, congratulations, Thief in the Night, out of print. You have shown us that the game is dead. Good job.
All right. Everything's out of print. Even the new stuff.
Even the new stuff. Everything's gone. Alrighty. Shall we move on to everyone's favorite villain-related awards?
That's right. These are now villain-related Chumpies. I'm going to start off, Ryan. The best new villain / leader encounter scenario, whatever you want to call it, out this year. There were a ton of options because we had 2 boxes. We had in a scenario pack with 2 different scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
So a ton to pick from. There was kind of a 2-person race with this one. It was very close, but for me, I tended to follow the community, but I did diverge. So for me, I think the best overall one I like to play and feel like I can return to is probably going to be Citizen V, the Thunderbolt. A lot of replayability, a lot of extra Thunderbolts to mix and match and play. It kind of seems like you can game it a little bit, but they are just some heavy hitters in how you have to engage them. It makes it difficult.
Yeah, that's a good choice. And I'm just going to do it. Rip the Band-Aid. I agree. That's my award too. Thunderbolts. I think it's a really good scenario. It's one of the best multi-villain scenarios we've got. And I just think it plays very well. So it was a tough one, but I think that one is a good mesh just with the dynamic, but also like difficulty too. It's not easy. There's some things you got to do.
Yep. All right. The community has spoken, right? And they give their Chumpie for best new villain / leader / scenario to, drumroll please, to Enchantress. The lovely Enchantress herself. It was a close match between her and Citizen V, but she took first place. So congratulations, Enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
I think her biggest thing is forced actions.
Yeah,
it was a guest developer developing that one. So it's nice to know there's still some scenario packs that are being worked on outside the core developers. So who knows what the future holds.
Yeah. Enchantress is great. I've had a lot of fun with Enchantress, so I think that's a very close second for me. So good job, community. You did good.
You did good. Way to go, pals.
I should note that MODOK got no votes.
Oh, that was the dishonorable mention for that one.
Dishonorable mention. MODOK. All right. Shall we talk about some least favorite villains? I think
Sure.
that'd be good to do. So for this year, the least favorite villain for me is MODOK.
Just rip that Band-Aid right off, Ryan.
Yeah. I don't hate the scenario, but it's just not one that I really cared to go back to. I think it's unless it like jumps on you hard, and you start ticking away at whatever the cages and stuff, it's a fairly easy scenario.
Yeah, that was my pick too, was MODOK. I just didn't feel like it played very well. It wasn't very good tempo, didn't really challenge very much. I felt like there could have been a couple tweaks to help the game progress and force you to kind of do a couple extra things.
Yeah.
You were mostly able to control it most of the time. Yeah, so I just didn't feel like it was fully there. That was the one kind of weak point in that box, in my opinion.
Yeah. I thought pacing was good for most of the scenarios, but that one just it felt like it was missing a thing to like push you. Yeah. So, but the people don't agree with us. They don't agree with us at all. Almost half. We're getting about 40% of the voters felt that it was actually the big bad himself, Baron Zemo.
Number 5, the big baddie, yeah.
I see where people are getting out with that one, because I think he struggles with being separated from the campaign, but I do think there's a lot of big swings in that one, and I like that.
Yeah, and I think technically the title was least played, and I think you're right. I think most people probably did like a 1 or 2 campaign run, and they probably just didn't return to Baron Zemo as a standalone as easy as everyone else.
Yeah, agreed.
I can see where that one's coming from.
Yeah. All right, man. Shall we shake things up a little bit again?
Right. I like some rapid fire.
Ooh, I feel like we have not done that for a while, so I'm excited.
Right, Ryan. Italian or Mexican? Sorry, wrong podcast.
Pizza burrito.
No, let's rapid fire some heroes, Ryan.
All right, let's do it. Give it to me.
All right. We had predetermined before the start of the show that you were going to rapid fire some heroes, and then I will rapid fire some villains. So, Ryan, quick. These are rapid fire, man.
I'm ready.
Ready? It's also slightly a versus. So, ready? Nick versus Maria. Who you got?
Nick. Oh.
Okay. Black Panther versus Silk.
Black Panther, of course.
All right. Falcon versus Winter Soldier.
Falcon.
Wow. Tigra versus Hulkling.
Oh, Hulkling.
All right. Nick versus Black Panther.
Nick.
All right. Falcon versus Hulkling.
Falcon.
Ooh. Here we go. Nick versus Falcon.
That's a really tough one, but it is what it is.
I'm going to go, you're going to say Nick, right? Nick versus Falcon?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Nick.
Okay.
I mean, of course, he's my favorite, right? So, I mean, that's what I'm going with. But I do think Hulkling has a lot of advantages, so that one's pretty close.
Yeah. We have not talked about Hulkling yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Nick, get your rapid fire, Ryan. That's an award within itself.
Yeah, I guess people could have guessed, but oh well. All right. Well, let's change it up a little bit. You ready for your rapid fires?
Just looking at our show notes here, you put one of them twice. Is that on purpose?
Yes, because there's odd numbers.
Okay.
So, Black Widow versus Batroc.
This one's tough. This is like the hardest one for me. I'm going to go Batroc.
Rapid fire, man. Come on.
I know. Batroc.
All right. MODOK Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Zemo Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Hands down.
Enchantress Loki.
I'm going to go Enchantress.
All right. Batroc Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Enchantress.
Thunderbolts.
Okay. Thunderbolts versus
Thunderbolts. Yeah. Thunderbolts all the way, man. The Thunderballs.
Now, which encounter sets, which Thunderbolts would you say go for?
I like Batrocs.
Okay.
I like Mach 4, 5, 6, whatever he is. I think that one plays cool. I think Moonstone, I think hers plays well.
No, Atlas?
Atlas is Alice is difficult because he can just keep putting those tokens on, and you just can't deal with them.
Mm.
And then Iceman or whatever he is, Blizzard, and
Iceman.
Iceman. Yeah, there's some good variety in there.
Agreed. All right. Well, Scott, this season we got some crazy new things happening. And so we had a new award that we had to put in because there's a new way to play the game.
That's right. There is leaders now. You didn't like just beating up bad guys. You can now beat up good guys who are kind of bad guys.
It's a matter of perspective.
Yes, it's true. So we asked and we created the Chumpies for the best leader to face in a cooperative game, as well as the hardest leader to face in a competitive mode. So, Ryan, who was your best leader that you liked facing competitively?
I think this one's a little tough, but I think ultimately I enjoyed the thematic nature of Iron Man the most in a cooperative game. He was tough, but I liked how he's building his armor just like the hero. So, Iron Man.
Well, I should have gone first because that's what I was going to say. I liked playing Iron Man out of all four that we included in the survey and in the timing of this and playing them all. I felt like he kind of had the best game interaction with how he dealt, how he could boost up his thwart. He gained some attack, kind of this all around, leader, how he worked. I think there's some, probably cards and some of the other leaders that you could kind of honorably mention. But I just felt like the other ones didn't have the staying power. My only maybe honorable mention would have been Spider-Woman. She can have a couple of nasty attachments and things that just get so difficult to get rid of.
She's got so many status cards that are so annoying.
So, yeah, Iron Man. Register today, everybody.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. Well, and the community agrees with you, Scott, and me. Iron Man was decided as the best leader to face. They enjoyed it. I mean, I guess people can interpret that however they want, but we're going to interpret that that's the hero that they enjoyed the most, or the leader they enjoyed the most playing against together with friends.
That was the clear winner, and the two captains seem to kind of round out the middle there.
Yeah. But of course, we've got Civil War. It wasn't meant for just cooperative. It's all about the competitive. So, Scott, tell me, who is the hardest PvP leader to face?
Well, Ryan, we did some competitive play, which was a lot of fun. We still need to probably get a few more matches in. I still need to beat you in one-on-one. So we'll get there. And I'm trying to think back at our games, and I think the toughest one for me, I felt like I had moments where I kept your shield away from you. You can't do anything, and then he would just punch me in the face. Was Captain America. So I think he was probably one of the more difficult ones. He's really well rounded. I know they all kind of play the same, on purpose, but I think he just feels a little different than the other ones.
Yeah. I think ultimately it's the encounter sets that really make the difference in competitive, but I thought, man, this one was so tough for me. I think I might go with Captain America too. His constant shield play can be really tough when you have someone, the opposing side, also doing stuff to you to slow you down. And so I found him to be very difficult.
I agree. All right, Ryan. What did the community say?
But what about the people? Yeah, the people, they also agree with us. They think Captain America is the hardest leader to face. And I think at one time we thought, at least I did, I thought Spider-Woman would be the hardest because I think Spider-Woman is a pretty strong leader to face, but the community did not think so. She got the least amount of votes.
Yep. And again,
I was a little surprised.
Oh, Iron Man and Captain Marvel kind of duked out in the middle.
Yeah. I thought Captain Marvel was really tough and cooperative, but I did not see that same issue in competitive.
You could game her a little bit easier in competitive, like how you can time who gets punched by her.
Yeah.
And kind of controlling that was one thing I noticed with her.
Yeah. Agreed. But I think talking about this really leads well into our next award category.
That's right. We'll take this intermission intermission to talk about an old favorite award, our Lifetime Achievement Award. No, I'm just kidding. It is our The Game is Alive Award, which I guess could be a Lifetime Achievement Award. Who knows?
Who knows?
But we took some of the good that came out of this year from the game in general and some high mentions, our nominees here. We now know that there's going to be some type of rules reference every year.
Which I don't think is bad.
Nope. That's pretty good to know it's coming.
Yeah, we recently had the new one drop that didn't add really a whole lot of new things, but it did, I guess, just update with new things like the forced actions. So
yeah, there's a couple little things here and there. We might highlight them. There's so many other people have already done so much. There's probably better videos and edited, like fancy bells and whistles and things. So,
agreed.
But it did introduce our second nominee, which was just a little bit more information on environments. So that's a thing. We have our thoughts. We will have probably a little episode coming out shortly on our thoughts on the environments, but they are out there. They are happening. So we did get some info on what that looks like.
Yeah. And of course, one of the big news is not only did they announce the next box, but they announced the entire wave that's coming this next year. That's crazy.
We got
that's crazy
roadmap. Yep.
I know.
It's actually a map quest. We got the full map quest.
Oh yeah. It's not quite to Google Maps yet. It's more map quest. But we're getting there.
But I don't know if you know this, Ryan, but the game is dead because they only announced one wave, so
it's dead at the end of the year. Oh, we've already done that award. No. Now, I hope it's not dead because one thing that we got to do this year was go to a new con. And in fact, that is one of the nominees is another con other than Con of Heroes was done. That's MCDC. And that was awesome. And I know there's other events going on too that players are getting together and playing, which is awesome.
That's right. There's some stuff out in the Northeast happening. I hear whispers of stuff all across the world happening. Maybe we'll get something here in the Dirty South, Ryan. I'll have to create a cool name.
You want to call it the Dirty South Con? I like that. We should do the Dirty South Marvel Champions or something.
Yeah, we'll work on that title. Thanks, Ryan.
All right, we'll workshop it. Write in and let us know what our con should be. The Dirty South what? And then the last nominee, of course, is the new game modes that were introduced this year. We just got done talking about the competitive mode with Civil War, but also the epic multiplayer mode with Loki, which is very epic. We got to be part of a very epic one. And yeah, it's crazy.
I think as of recording this episode, if it still holds true, it was the largest epic multiplayer against Loki to date.
And it
more people than like the Gen Con and different things like that.
That record will hold forever.
Forever.
It'll never be broken.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I'm going to give the award to the full roadmap. Ooh. I really liked the roadmap. A part of me died because I really like the silhouettes. But
yeah. Yep.
I'm like a kid with Christmas. I just like to know it all. Go ahead and give it to me. And then I can just kind of, let my imagination run wild.
Fair enough. I don't agree with you. At least that's the winner of the award. I do like knowing what's coming up. But personally, I think the winner for the Game is Live is actually all the cons and events. People are playing this game. More and more people are joining the game. And I think that was awesome. Going to a con and playing Marvel Champions for way too long was awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I got to go to PAX and got to do the event that Fantasy Flight put on, and that was really great, and got to meet some content creators and some of the Fantasy Flight staff. They're very excited about what's coming. There was a lot of good energy, so the game is alive.
Ryan, this is totally out of left field, but like a couple days ago, they posted the Gen Con promos as print and play.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was like, well, thanks, Ryan, for getting this for me. You're a good brother.
Well, I got you that, but I also got a cool pin, which was on my desk until my child took it. So I don't know where it is, but it was a cool little like magnet pin that pops off and you can flip it to either Captain America or Iron Man. So
Right.
that was really cool.
That's cool. You kept that for yourself.
I did. I took the time to go and participate.
Yeah, and I took the time to create some decks for you to borrow, so you're welcome.
You did let me borrow some. All right. Touche. Touche.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I'm glad you got to enjoy that, and I'm glad you got to enjoy Kanahiro or MCDC. We got to enjoy MCDC together. We met some new people. We got to know some people better. We got to put faces with Discord names, and that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of good people that play the game and are just really great people.
Yeah. I've met some awesome people and friendships forming. So shout out to all those that we've gotten to play with and meet, and the community is cool. If you haven't gone to a con, I hope you have the opportunity to go. So do it. Go ahead, forget about your responsibilities, buy the ticket, and go into debt.
Just do it. That's right.
Don't go into debt.
I mean, this game already does that for you, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, Marvel Champions podcast told me to go.
They
into
told
debt.
me to, honey. Yeah, please don't.
Please don't put that on our contract.
All right, all the big heavy hitters have gotten their awards, right? We're down to like those, categories where it's just like, best visual in a movie and like supporting actors and best original screenwrite. Like, come on, like nobody watches. So we're now at that portion of our.
So this is almost like
awards.
Rapid fire.
So
this is where people go take a pee break.
Right. This is the intervention, change the channel just for a second. Bang, bang. We threw out some good, better, best for encounter sets and aspect cards, as well as basic cards. Let's start off with encounter sets. There's so many here, we can't talk about them all. But I guess if you do have some honorable mentions, you're welcome to shoot those out. But I think there's typically some clear runners.
Yeah. Well, for me, and I think the community probably agrees with me. A hint. But I think, well, you know what? I'm kind of having second thoughts now. You know, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna change it up. I'm actually gonna go with I can't remember which one's which. The AIM Scientist is actually what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with it. I really like Vulnerable, and I think it's just a fun concept that could mean nothing or mean a lot. And I think it's just a good, solid, basic encounter set you can throw into anyone, and it just changes the game slightly.
All right. I like it. Now, I will note we did not include the Civil War encounter sets just because there was a bajillion of them.
There's way too many.
Pretty much the scenario pack and the first box of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I'm going to go out a wild card, Ryan, and I'm going to throw out Extreme Risk, which was the joystick Thunderbolt scenario. I just like some of the things that her cards did. So, yeah.
Yeah. It was tough to choose like any of the Thunderbolt ones because I feel like obviously they play different, but they kind of like blend in as well as just encounter sets. But like they shine in Thunderbolt, but like I never really tried them out in any other format or any other like scenario.
Right. Just kind of a plug-in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the community has spoken, and for all three, good, better, best, they chose Trickster Magic. They really like turning those bad guys into some.
Yeah, that one's a really good one. It is.
Yep. Yeah. All around, I think it's a good one.
Yeah. Some honorable mentions. The Pale Little Spider, Black Widow, was high up in there, and also Gravitational Pool ended up getting some pretty good numbers at some point.
Yeah. Thunderbolts. Still getting some Thunderbolt love. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Our Chumpie for Aggression.
Oh, this one's so easy.
Yeah. This one had a clear front runner. For me, I was able to play this at MCDC and found some cool ways to make this one happen. It seemed like it was the hot new aggression ticket item at MCDC. The box just came out, and for me, it was firepower. A lot of fun things you firepower.
Ditto. And the community also agrees. Firepower is just ridiculously powerful. It is really good.
Right? A lot of damage. Just what aggression likes to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll let you take this one. You love justice so much.
I do love justice.
All right.
Yeah, this one was a little tough one for me. I had two, and I went back and forth, and I think ultimately I'm gonna have to go with the versatility of Infiltration as the best justice card.
All right. I was in a similar boat. I felt like there was two clear front runners.
Boat. I see what you did there.
And gunboat diplomacy. No, I'm just kidding.
That one's a really good one, though.
Because I think we hadn't gotten the third aspect card that boosts the stat and the health. Doesn't come out yet. It couldn't make its impact this year. Look forward to next year. But I felt like you played this one more than I did, but I felt like this one had some fun game interactions, which pushed it just a little more for me. And that is going to be the raft.
Yeah, that one is so close for me.
Just being able to kind of stash away some minions, especially if you get a real nasty one, shove it in the raft, keep it there, lock it up, let it have its 1 hour workout time. And
yeah, that like second ability of just holding on to minions is so good. I went with Infiltration just because I can choose how much to thwart, and I can go big and just risk it for the biscuit, or I can just be like, you know what, let's play it safe. I'll just do this doing 2 for 1 is still okay enough, but 3 for 1, 4 for 1, 5 for 1, really good.
Yeah, and with more
people
wanting, minions too, it just kind of adds to all that. So the right hero, the right setup, some good potential goodness to it.
Yep.
Well, the community
and the people,
who do they agree with? Yeah, me or you, Ryan?
It was very close, I think, overall when you add it all up.
It was.
I think Infiltration barely beat it.
They squeaked it out. Yep. They infiltrated that award, Ryan.
Ooh, look at you being coy here. All right.
I did fail to honorable mention aggression, so I'm going to backpedal just a scotch. Two Gun Kid had some pretty high marks in the community, as well as aggressive conditioning. Too close second, but just not enough to squeak out firepower with aggressions.
Yeah. The other honorable mention I'll say for Justice is a card that I really haven't played enough of, but I'm curious because some people like it, is actually Show of Empathy / Redemption. Very interesting. I believe that's the side scheme with a linked card.
That is correct, sir.
So,
gotta commit to that one. That one's a commitment. All right.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right. Leadership. This one has a clear victor. So,
this one dominated.
Yeah. I'm glad to see my pick isn't realistic. It's not the best card, but I'm gonna go the best card that I thought Leadership got this year. That to me played really fun. I think added a lot of new ways to play. Some like real cool, quick things to do, and that is going to be Slingshot.
I don't think it's the best leadership card, but I'm going to go with Slingshot as well as my favorite. I really like Slingshot.
Yeah.
Honestly, it has helped make some heroes that are very thwart resistant. I don't know what the right word is. Deficient. It creates consistency to be able to thwart. And Slingshot's the boss. So I agree. I'm going to go with Slingshot.
Yeah. Well, the community is picking the real winner on this one.
Yes. So, yes, absolutely.
The very overpowered card that took, I would say, Leadership by storm is Strength in Diversity. So, congratulations. You get the award.
That card is nuts.
Yeah, there was a few big multiplayer games we played where there was like multiple Strength and Diversities ran in a single turn. So, it's pretty epic.
Yeah. another honorable mention that from the community, Spider-Man 2099. A lot of people like that with some Spidey decks.
Yep. I will point out that Strength and Diversity did pull out all 3 good, better, best in this one. So they cleaned house.
It was really powerful.
There was no diversity in this award, I'll tell you that much.
No, it was not. All right, let's do some protection. This one kind of got ran away with too. And I'm trying to think if there really is a one to stand up to it, but I don't think so. The award for me is gonna be Ready for a Fight. It's really, really good. Creates a lot of different dynamics for protection cards or decks.
See, I should say that, but I'm gonna be super selfish because I found one card in protection that I could add to one of my favorite heroes and aspect combos that just kind of played into it. And I'm going to go with Spider Bite.
That's a good one. I will give you that.
There are certain heroes that she can, in essence, become free for. And I thought that was really cool. It adds just a little bit of extra thwart. She has which is something you don't normally see in protection. So she is really cool. So she gets like my honorary award, but are correct in who the real winner is.
Yeah. The community agrees with me. Ready for a fight. Ready for a fight.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, defensive conditioning. It's a pretty solid one. One that I honestly don't think it got as much love as I think it should is I Can Do This All Day. I think that's a really good defense card.
Another kind of sleeper that I've come to find a little more value in is Hidden Base. I really like this card. I think it adds some cool things to do. You know this card, Ryan?
Is that the support that gives you a tough?
It sure is when you flip down.
Or is it when you flip up?
When you flip down. That's the whole hidden base factor behind it. So the combo is that with Ready for a Fight. You flip down, you get your tough. You have your Ready for a Fight. You flip back up, and you are tough. People have been utilizing that with some Colossus builds to get double dipping on some toughs.
Yeah, this is some good Colossus builds with this. I need to go back to Colossus because Colossus is one of my favorite X-Men one of my favorite X-Men just heroes in general, comic, but I think he's a pretty solid hero and I need to go back to get some Colossus love.
Well, you love Colossus, got it?
Duh.
Ileana.
We're not making fun of the language. It's from a video game.
Right. X-Men Legends 2, I think.
X-Men Legends 2, Age of Apocalypse. Check it out.
Check it out.
It's the best.
Pretty amazing. It's so good.
So good.
So good.
All right. Let's go to
everyone's favorite 5th aspect, right?
No, it's hint, it's not Deadpool.
Crap. No, basic. The best basic card added in 2025.
I felt the pool was a little slim on this one, to be honest.
Yeah, it was all over the place on this one. My winner, because it plays into a lot of the decks I like, is going to be Practiced Plan. The ability to pull preparations. Usually preparations are pretty good. So to be able to not have to sit and wait them to cycle back through your deck and discard pile is pretty amazing. So I like that card.
Yeah, agreed. It's Practiced Plan. It's seen the most use for me out of any of the basic. So it's really good.
Yep. And the community agrees with me, Ryan. I know you do.
No, with me.
Practice Plan. There were some good honorable mentions here, though. I was surprised on the.
Yeah, I think Grant Ward was pretty up there, and then Leo Fritz and the Dora Milaje got some love.
They got sucked into that Dora Milaje trap.
Yeah. There's a few Iron Lads that were in there as well, but it pretty much was a Practice Plan show. For basic.
Clean sweep on that one.
I think I will say this year, I do think Basic did better to be basic rather than better than the aspects in some of its cards. Because I feel like in years past, it's kind of been a basic show. All the really good cards were in basic. So I do think it evened out a lot better. That the aspects got more love. All right. I think the last one of our quick awards that we all just have to get through because we all have to do them eventually. That's the Best Aspect Now award. Which one's the best and which one's the worst?
Usually has a little bit of unfairness because there's never like a super even balance. I think I mentioned earlier, we have justice and leadership coming out. Protection? I don't know what Hercules is.
Hercules is protection.
Sure. So usually there's some imbalance in aspects. We were pretty even this year. I am going to go with, I think aggression squeaked this one out. I think there was just a couple better cards in aggression as a whole that squeaked it to the top for me.
Yeah, this one's a really tough one. Oh, man. The best aspect. It's not my favorite aspect, but I think aggression is probably the right answer. I think it's gotten a lot of really good cards that synergize with heroes that like aggression. And so I think aggression has become very fun for players. It's not my favorite, but I think it's gotten enough support where it's pretty solid.
Yeah, aggression can do aggression things.
Yeah. It kind of hurts my heart a little bit, to be honest, to say that. But it is what it is.
I will say, like, from the beginning of the game, I tended to, like, lean towards aggression for a lot of stuff. And then for a long time in that middle chunk of the game, I have steered clear of aggression for a lot of time. But some of these heroes in this, this year has brought me back to some aggression. I like me some aggression.
Yeah, I agree. I think aggression's very well rounded with its deck building. So now, do we want to do as the question and go best, super strong, good, okay, weakest, or do we just?
I'd say we just stick with best, with what the community wanted. Maybe we'll do one honorable mention.
Well, yeah, we'll see what the community says. So the community, Scott, it's actually a tie. Should we break the tie?
I think we did break the tie, Ryan.
Oh, by saying aggression. The winner is aggression.
So, in my opinion, aggression is aggression and leadership. And I think aggression breaks that tie with the variety of cards that this year gave us for aggression. Whereas I think a lot of people put a lot of significance into strength and diversity, which helped push it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good card. But is that the only thing you're going to do in leadership? Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. I mean, might as well do it. Yes, I think aggression's number one for the people. I think under the super strong, so second place is probably leadership. Third place is, oh man, it might be. Let me look at the numbers here. I think
protection squeaked out. Super strong.
Yeah, and then justice, basic, and then of course the weakest aspect is pool, overwhelmingly.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, dang! I did not look. I didn't scroll all the way to the right.
Yeah, I mean we're talking like 80+% think Deadpool is the weakest. So you know what? It kind of hurts my heart. I like justice, but I agree with the people. There's just not enough pizzazz in justice. So I hope they can get some more justice cards that add something that make it more unique, like the other ones have.
And I would say Wonder Man is going to do that, but with his ability to pull from other aspects, I just don't think we're going to get a big justice until we hit that second set of heroes for up next year.
You're probably right. I think they should double down on, I think one of the best cards, I mean, we talked about Injustice, Infiltration, and the Raft. The things that it does, especially the Raft. I like the play of, hey, I'm going to hold minions. And it seems like they're kind of been playing around with that. I think if they can get more into stuff like that, I think Justice can improve. But as of now, it's still got some work to do.
Can retake its throne from the early days.
Yeah, the early days, it was top notch. It's because no one could thwart back in those days.
Exactly.
You create the need.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
We now have a non-community award to give away. This one we love because it's just so much fun every year. Everyone is full of their opinions, and that leads us to our community drama. Chumpie. Drama. You go, girl. Okay.
Please soundbite that. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. The nominees for the community drama are.
So I think we should do a quick disclaimer on this one. This one, so a lot of these are like either way. Like the drama is usually you're either for or against it, and there's a lot of people on both sides of the fence. And we just think they were kind of really funny to watch the two sides collide in Civil War.
It's basically Civil War award. All right. The first two nominees are revealing the entire 2026 slate. A lot of people liked it and didn't like it, and quite a bit of drama with that.
I think what added to that drama is everybody had convinced themselves that we were getting a second core box because of Arkham Horror.
Yeah.
And they were putting all those eggs in that basket. And and they got to the end of the Marvel Champions segment and they were like, and then didn't come.
No, bless their hearts. And then the next drama is all the discussions about the environments and the out of print. Whew, that has fired up some people. Whew, so much drama.
It's like an old guard versus new guard, because for a good amount of the community, it doesn't really affect them at all. And then there's this, new community presence that, it's very discouraging to just have to like swallow that pill that you are never going to get XYZ Pro or box or
without a lot of money.
Yeah, so that is definitely some drama.
All right. The next one is going to be PvP. People just saying, oh, I don't want this to be a competitive game. It's all about cooperative, play by your own rules. It's just for fun. Just the drama surrounding just people not liking it.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip this wave. It's not worth it.
It's those comments.
Now, I will say, I was not a huge fan of PvP, but it was enjoyable. It was definitely a good experience. I'm not sure if I'm the person that's going to be like, hey, you want to play PvP? Or then I would be like, hey, let's get together and do a co-op game. But it was definitely enjoyable and definitely something I would always entertain doing.
Yes. And I should note for this award, for anybody that's listening that falls into the camp of this award, that was on, say, the other side that appears that we're on, just know we're not talking about you. It's someone else. It's not you.
It's not you.
And we respect your opinion, because you're good. You're good. Keep listening. Keep giving us your support.
Like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.
Like and subscribe. That's the end. There it is.
All right.
Okay, what's the last one, man?
The last one was we finally get Daredevil, and the people are still upset. They give you what you want, and you still complain.
Oh my gosh! Seriously, I mean, I've been so stoked for Daredevil for so long. Yeah, I think that's part of maybe little mixing of the full slate announcement a little bit on there, but seriously, come on, people.
Yeah, Daredevil. It's and I know this isn't everybody, and I know this is just for fun. There's, a small asterisk right here. There's always going to be that character that you want to see, and we get that, but we just thought it was really funny how, like, probably the highest majority character that people want to see was finally announced. And, like, in reality, in a few short months, we're going to have it. It's not like we're waiting a year.
I know. I can't wait to not play him, because you're going to play him, and I'm going to get Echo.
Yeah. So... yeah, just if people can complain about something, they will.
Yeah. All right, Scott. Who's the winner? Who's the winner of the Community Drama Award?
I think the one that has probably the biggest, loudest voice and biggest impact, I'm going to give the award to the environments and out of print.
You got to. I agree. You got to. Because, out of all these, this is the one that actually makes sense why people are complaining.
Yeah, this is the one we're going to give you the pass on.
Yes, absolutely, because I feel terrible for someone that's got to pay like $300 for Captain America. I mean, that sucks.
So I don't know if you want me to talk about this now, Ryan, or save this till like a future video, because I'm gonna like squash some dreams.
Oh, whoa! What do you do? You're not. So
I've got
are you
hot
selling your
takes.
Captain America?
No, not at all. So I have like one like my PSA for this is probably like if you're new to the game and you're trying to get into the game, you know, you're stuck with the past 3 years roughly, right? Core box in past 3 years.
Yeah. And I have something regarding that too, but I'll let you finish.
Okay, then we're coming into the end here. This is, let's go out some fireworks till the end of the year, Ryan, here. So, to me, for new players, my biggest advice would be to find a group of players that have everything so that you can experience stuff that you don't have. And that
Fair.
Plugs you into the community, plugs you into some people who also enjoy the game. There are some digital ways to play, so don't feel like you're completely out in the dark. I do get that the tactileness of playing with the cards is the best way to play, but there are definitely ways to experience the game if you feel like you're missing out. And then, what was my other thing, Ryan? So to like really crush some dreams, and this kind of goes into community drama. But like they're like, oh, did you hear so-and-so said on this FFG live stream that we're going to get this and this and this? I'm going to squash some dreams and predict this right now. And I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, great for everyone. We are not getting any reprints or any like redos of heroes for years to come. Everybody's like 2027, it's our year. I don't have any knowledge. This is all just me, blowing smoke, but we are not getting anything resembling anyone anytime soon for a long time.
Yeah, if you're expecting a new Captain America within the next few years, it's not going to happen.
And if you're expecting to like print on demand the Captain America, that ain't happening. They have been so coy about all that stuff. And you can say it's because they don't have the details ironed out. I think they just are not going to be able to do that in any form or fashion for a long time, if ever.
Yeah. So that leads into what I'm going to say is, for anybody listening, if you ever are playing, in person, I think we're at the point that it's okay to let someone proxy in some of these older heroes that can't be gotten. If someone comes into play with a proxy Miss Marvel, like they printed it out and shoved it in a sleeve, be cool with it, because they would love to have it and would purchase it if it was available. But they don't have all this extra money to buy the secondhand market, the black market of Marvel Champions. So I say be cool with it, okay, people? That's my personal take. I don't know. Maybe we're going to get the FFG police coming in and breaking down our door because I'm not telling them to purchase, but I'm like, hey, it's not, they'd purchase it, but you don't have it. You don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, it's partially on them, right? Yeah. It's not that they won't, it's that they can't.
Yeah. You've tied their hands to break the law, the pirates.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, drama. All right, Scott, you know what it is. We've been through a whole lot, but I think it's finally time we get to the most important awards.
It's true.
Of this year.
We save the best for last. That piece of the game that is so critical to helping our heroes out. There's some that don't get to experience this pleasure, but there are some that do.
Okay, where you go with this, man?
All right. Not everybody has a signature ally, Ryan. That's what I'm getting to.
That's true.
Okay? There are some heroes that don't have signature ally. There is a support group for you.
Okay.
All right. So this whole awards was all built around one award, the Rhodey. But before we give out our Rhodey Award, we want to acknowledge the signature ally that actually does something and pulls their weight for the heroes. So we had quite a few signature allies. I think we only had one hero that didn't have a signature ally.
Hey, who was that? Yeah, Silk. Because the darn Web Warriors garbage.
Yep. This one was a clear winner for the community, and I think for me, the strength in this one, just with all the factors that you factor into like what makes a good ally, this person checks all those boxes. And it was, for me, Moon Knight.
I think we can go ahead and spoil it. It's Moon Knight for me, and over 50% of the fans also agree it's Moon Knight. He is just ridiculously powerful.
Yep. I will give some honorable mentions to Chala. You
Yeah.
know, strong showing with, second place. And I was surprised to see Red Wing coming in hot, third place.
I wouldn't be surprised if people say like voted for Red Wing in this spot because he's the only like card in Falcon's deck that's versatile. I disagree with it, but I'm sure someone's would say something like that.
All right, Ryan. I want to give you the honors to give out the Rhodey this year.
You love me. You love me. All right, everyone. This is the Rhodey Award, aka the new ally that is only used for a resource and never played. This was a tough one because I don't think any of the allies actually were terrible. None of them really were at the point that you would never play them. But someone's got to get the Rhodey Award, am I right?
Someone's got to.
Someone's got to get it. And this one was a little tough. It was kind of between two for me. And but the one I never seemed to play, or just the benefit wasn't as good as it makes it sound, is I'm gonna go with Maria Hill. Maria Hill's the Rhodey Award winner. Beautiful, beautiful.
Now, was that your pick or was that the community pick, Ryan?
That's my pick.
Okay.
It's Maria Hill. My choice. Well, I won't say it yet. I'll let you go before I describe why I chose Maria Hill.
I was slightly torn on this one. So Maria Hill and Nick Fury, to me, they are so encouraged to play the two heroes together that either one could kind of fall into this category. So by default, they kind of do become that resource card. But even if you were playing them independent or in a game without the other, I think the benefit for Maria for Nick the hero is better than Nick for Maria the hero. So I am going to agree that Maria Hill is this year's Rhodey.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yep, I was in the same boat between Nick Fury and Maria, and I felt like the counters that the Nick ally brings is better than the stealth suit counters that Maria ally brings to Nick. So that's as simple as it is, and the cost was high. So, oh man, so tough, so tough. But Scott, what about the community? Do they agree with us or not?
Is awesome, and they agreed with us. Maria Hill gets this year's Community Rhodey Award.
Oh my gosh, Rhodey. It's so beautiful. I love it.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
For Rhodey.
Bless Rhodey's heart. That's
right.
Hey, Sidekick makes Rhodey more playable. So
more viable? Okay.
Just remember that.
Take your word on that.
I have a deck for it. All right. Well, that's the end of our awards, but we do have just some fun things that we'll just throw at you. Some questions that we put at the end. So we asked some people, do they think any heroes, or like, is there anything ever going to get like the banned label for PvP? And Scott, what'd you find out?
So the ban hammer, if it ever came down, it looks like people said nothing. Nothing was going to get banned.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also Deadpool should be banned. I guess he has some pretty crazy ways to interact. And then we did have an interesting one that I wanted to call out. It said that we should be banned from PvP. So, dang it.
Well, I mean, I guess we'd have to follow it, right?
Yeah, right. Now, I will say we are 1-2. We did win one.
Well, I'm 2-2 because I played one.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm gonna go with your partner. Probably helped you along that one.
Yeah, he did pretty good. Yeah, he did pretty good. I was playing Aggression Nick Fury, and it worked out pretty good because I'm so cool.
Nick Fury aggression.
Yeah. Most excited hero. People overwhelmingly are excited for Daredevil. A lot of people loving that Daredevil, man.
Yeah, Jessica Jones was a close second, and an Iron Fist was tied for second. We've got some Defender lovers out here.
Yeah, I'm excited for Iron Fist, and I'm curious how they're going to handle Jessica Jones, how to make her unique compared to others. I'm trying to see. I don't think anybody chose Echo.
No, Echo did not show up on the list at all. So,
man, I hope Echo's good.
Maybe she's the wild card, right? Maybe she just comes out of left field and stuns us all.
Yeah, I'm excited for those articles to read them and see how they play.
Yep. I'm hoping we get an art. I don't know. We're deep into the end of the year. We're not getting anything It'll be January.
Yeah, it'll be January when we'll get an article.
All right. So the next question is, who do you think is the big bad for the Fear No Evil box?
Which is funny. I put that question together before I realized that the box kind of reveals it. But oh well.
Yeah. Overwhelmingly, it's Kingpin or some variation of the words king and pin together. So there was two that I thought were just funny. We had a Mephisto and a Blackheart. They are out there hoping.
Yeah. One of them said through a kind of a wild card with Kingpin is actually you'll fight them twice. So like a double Kingpin, maybe one where he's being all businessy and another one where it's a straight up brawl.
Yeah.
Because he kind of has both going for him. So.
Right. Could be the mayor of New York, or it could just be the gangster that he is.
The gangster of New York.
That's right. We did throw out just a random question about who people would like to see us collaborate with. And there was a lot of the big names out there. So maybe we'll get our agents together, make those things happen. A few of these we have actually collabed with before, and it would be awesome to do so again. There were some new names on here that we've not. Some bigger creators and some lesser known creators, but doing great things nonetheless. And it looks like Boom Guy paid a bunch of people because Winning Hand had their names on here a bunch of times.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Paid a bunch of people to take the survey.
So we will reach out. We'll have our people talk to your people. We would love to get something.
Get some contracts.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, we're excited. I enjoy doing the collabs. So
yes.
Hopefully we can get more of those together, especially with this upcoming wave. Like everyone's talking about Daredevil and stuff, so it should be really fun. So I'm excited to try to get some of these done.
I like it. All right, one more to round out. This one, I'll let you put this one in, Ryan. So this one's all you. I'm going to give this one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I decided to just put in a random question because I had nothing better to do. So I asked, will Ryan ever learn how to pronounce words correctly in Marvel Champions? The not overwhelming, I'll say the winner by quite a few votes was no. No, I will not pronounce things correctly. And you know what? Good for me because it makes the pod more exciting, right?
That's right.
But close second was Who Cares? People are still complaining about the new wave. And we finally got Daredevil. Community drama. There you go. And surprisingly, a decent amount of people said, Who's Ryan? Oh man, I love people. It's fun. It's fun. But I do appreciate those that voted yes. Thank you. One day I will. It won't be this year, but we'll try.
Always 2026, man.
Overall, Scott, what did you think of the year?
I think it was a big year. I think, coming out of the trilogies of boxes, this bonus wave that we got, couple of new modes, competitive, multiplayer, epic multiplayer. Gotta add the epic. Epic. I think it's in a good spot. We still have a lot of good heroes, hero teams, hopefully some cool ideas out there. We have a fresh batch of developers that are working on the game, designers, whatever they're called, some new blood, maybe kind of bring in some new ways to look at things, play a certain way, new keywords. I think the game's in a good spot. I think we're still years of good product being churned out.
Yeah, I think going into this year, there were some questions because I don't think anybody was expecting an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. box. And I don't think it disappointed. I think we got some good heroes out of the wave. I think we got some great villains in the wave. And I think the PvP mode, though, may not be our cup of tea. I think it's good for people. I think it's a good way to play the game. And I think they did a pretty good job of making it fairly balanced. So nice job with all that. And I think I'm glad they brought back some one-shots. I think that's been good. So I think overall, I say it's a pretty solid year, and I'm stoked for this coming year. So I'm really excited for some of these heroes, and it should be a really good year for us. So go Marvel Champions. This is why we do it, because it's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, I ditto what you said. I'm really looking forward to 2020. The defenders are just kind of cool. Some of the villains are usually more kind of down-to-earth villains. Kind of crazy, outer space, superpowers kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
It'd be good.
Now this one isn't Tony, right? This is like Tony led. I mean,
don't know. I would imagine it's not. So this is the first wave without Caleb. So my guess, it's probably one of the other two designers is probably the Tony kind of keep training wheels on. Who knows? There's probably been an interview out there, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now. But either way, I'm excited. It's gonna be great. And if not, we will talk about it. It'll be great content.
That's right. Great content.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, we are getting close to hitting 100 subscribers. So if you seriously have not subscribed, what are you doing? Help us hit that by the end of the year.
We need to look at the analytics and see who's listening that's not subscribed. Shame.
And if you listen on like a podcast or Spotify, just go over to YouTube and subscribe, and then just go back to listening to it on audio.
And if you only listen to the podcast, make sure you give us a like and 5-star review or whatever. And I mean, you don't have to give us 5-star. Give us the legit one, but you can
give us what you Give us what you feel. 5 stars.
We're not paying anybody. And make sure to tell your cool Marvel Champions friends that you hang out with. Tell about the pod.
I think the end of the thing is just thanks everybody for listening. We've had a great year. We've seen some. We started video. We're doing different things, new things. It's been kind of up and down. Thanks everybody who listens, stuck with us. Getting to meet some people in person was fun. It's been a fun year. So just overall, thanks for enjoying Marvel Champions with us.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
That's right. We appreciate all you chumps for listening. We can't wait. 2026. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.